Okay, that's gonna have just for like 5 minutes, gonna have to stop.
What does this noise?
Yeah, because I have to watch this meeting. Which is what I was saying before.
Come up here.
I see you enough peanuts.
No, I just plugged my computer and I have to let all these people in from the waiting room. Because my computer's dead.
Where's my RJ?
I'm not
Where's
gonna
my
real long.
RJ?
Huh?
Where's my sweet boy? Where's my sweet boy?
I just need more.
Why don't I set that table up there?
It's fine. It's just for a minute. If Cocomelon's off, it's okay. So Cocomelon's off right now.
Oops. What happened with that? It faked you out.
Shh.
It did it again.
Good morning, everyone. We're gonna wait a few more minutes and then we're gonna get started around 11:05. If you currently aren't muted and you can mute yourself, please do so. If not, I have access to mute for you. Just let me know.
All right, so I'm not gonna do the drops right now, right?
Hey, everybody. I'm a little bit late. Have we not started yet, or are we supposed to be doing something?
Nope, you're not supposed to be doing anything. We're going to start in 1 minute. I think you jumped on, yeah, a little bit late. I said around 11:05. There's a couple more people coming in, so I'm just hang tight.
Sounds good.
Thank
No
you.
rush.
All right, guys. So 11:05 on the nose. We're gonna get started today. We have a really exciting product that we're gonna start to roll out this week. We have Bill Clark from Prism here with us. He's actually going to do the training today and show you how to use this product. It's a marketing product and it should make your lives a lot easier, especially when you have new listings. So I'm going to hand it over to him in a second. But for those of you that have a screen name or username for Zoom that is not your first and last name, if you guys can please put your name into the chat, that would be amazing, just so we know who's attended today. And Bill, I gave you screen access, so I'm going to hand over to you.
Okay. Good morning, everyone. My name is Bill Clark. I'm with Prism Digital, and we've been working for the last couple of months with Steve and Jackie to create this online marketing portal for all of the KW agents at your offices. So I'm going to go over the site today. I'm going to go over how you can access your accounts. We had received a spreadsheet of all of your information so that we could create accounts for you. So everyone has an account on the system. So to start off, the site is called KW Marketing Center. And to access your account, you would just go to mykwmarketing.com. You'll click on the login button, which I'm going to actually go and do a live demo of the site in a second. You're going to enter your email, which is the email that we got from the company roster. And you also want to check once you log into your account, which you will log in using that email plus the word password in all lowercase to initially get into your account. And then we're going to go over a couple of things you're going to want to check once you're logged in. I'll show you how you can access your account settings. We're going to be asking you to upload your headshots to your account. This information is used when we're doing the automated programs and also some of our marketing materials that are available to you, from offline postcards to business cards to brochures. Your profile is used to automatically populate these things in the templates, which makes it very easy as you're creating products. So that's the one thing that we're going to need you to do is to upload your headshots. And as I get into samples of the automated just listed program, you'll see right now, and offers are going out. So you might have seen these emails coming in, but I'll show you a sample of what that is. But we are already sending out offers on your listings, and we're about to turn on the just sold portion of this as we've accumulated some photos from Smart MLS. So just solds are going to start going out also that are automated with a postcard mailing opportunity for you to advertise your successes in the neighborhoods that you're doing it in. That's going to start on Monday. So you'll also be getting just sold postcard offers as well. So after you've logged into your account, we're going to show you how you can go to your account settings, check your settings, make sure that your information is accurate. You can update it. If you have a different cell number, for example, you'll be able to update that. And then the home page will display the various products that are available to you. So let me just click out of this for a second and literally go to the site. So this is what the home page looks like after you've logged in. So I'm just going to go and log back out of my account. And this is what you will do to log into your account. You will just click on the login button. You'll be putting in your email and password, which you can change. And then you're just going to click login. And now you're back on the home page.
Hey, Bill.
Yes.
I'm sorry, quick question. So is this the same as our command or anything like that? Or do we have to make one up completely? Like the sign in and password?
You don't have to make anything up. We've already done it for you, but this is a separate website. This is a separate URL, mykwmarketing.com.
All right.
All right, so this platform, is customized, designed for agents, at your offices. As I said, your email that was on the roster I got is your login ID, and the password to initially get into your account is the word password. Once you're logged in, you're going to see up here next to the program tab, for most of you, if not all of you, you're just going to see your first initial up here because you don't have your headshots loaded into your accounts yet. So when you click on the menu in the dropdown, the first thing that you're going to want to do is go to your account settings. And then here, you can then upload your headshot from your system, wherever you have it stored on your computer. And now, once that refreshes, the next time you log in, you're going to see your headshot here on your menu. You also are going to want to check to make sure that your information that's in here is correct, that we received from Jackie with the spreadsheet we got. If you have any changes, make them and just save them. And this will be then used for when we are creating the automated just listed cards, which I'm going to show you in a second. Any templates that you create, i.e. a business card, you want to do a market update postcard mailing, anything like that, a brochure for an open house. Automatically, this pulls this information from your profile, so it saves you time in creating that product. And I'll show you an example of that. So any questions so far, just go ahead and interrupt and click in. The other thing that you'll see on your settings here is you can set up your payment methods to put in your credit card for any products that you're ordering. If you have any email notifications that you want to add an additional email notification on your just listed emails that go out to you. So for any of you that have admins, and once you are used to the program and you're going to want them to execute your orders, you can then add an additional email notification to that. There's a website redirection button here, which I'm going to show you in the just listed program for any of you that have your own websites. And as I go through the program, you can see where you might want to use this functionality. Anytime you're using the system and you're on a particular page and you want to go back to the home page, you just come up to the upper left and click on the Marketing Center logo, and now you're back to the home page. So on the home page, you will see various products that are available to you, from postcards to brochures to business cards. And then here is where you have our automated just listed and just sold programs. And we also have what we call an easy farm marketing program that you can schedule various communications via postcards, and you can literally create them, schedule them on a calendar tool, and then have them executed at various intervals. So I'm not going to go into each one of these specifically, but it's pretty intuitive. So like, for instance, I'll pick a business card template. So I just click on the product category. I look through my designs. I decide which one I want to do. And when I click on the product, it'll bring me to the screen to literally make my card. And on the left side of the screen, it'll show you if there's any other options within that particular product. So in this product, we have this front option. And as you see here in the back, you have 3 different back options that you could choose if you were going to create a set of business cards for yourself. So if I wanted to have the red back option, I would just click on it. And then I'm literally now setting up my card to be proofed and order. So as you can see here, as I click the next step, it automatically from my profile pulled my photo, my name, my title, my cell, my office, etc., all out of my profile information. And I have my account set up for a office here in New Jersey as a demo, but it pulled all out of my profile. So my front of my card has been created, and I'm just going to go now to my back, which is the red back. So that's all done. I'm clicking my next button. And again, if any of you have used any of these online systems, some of this might be similar to you. There'll be a proof approval statement that I just click. And now I'm ready to choose which of my stock choices I want, which of my quantities I want, and add it to my shopping cart and check out. So as you just saw, in about 35 seconds, we created a business card product for ordering. So I'm just going to click back now to the home page. let me pull up a little summary of the just listed program here, and then I'm going to go into some samples of it. So we've created this program for you to, as you get listings, and again, emails are going out. They've been going out. So some of you might have seen it. I'll pull up some samples of them. I don't know if Debbie Orr's on this call, but she has ordered one of her just listed cards. So I'm going to use her account as an example of what will happen once you order. But every time you get a listing and it's on Smart MLS, you're going to get an email with this offer. It'll be for 100 postcards to go out to the surrounding area of your neighborhood, which is automatically selected through our list tool that we have. We have all the addresses in the US on our system. I'll show you how that works and how you can create mailing lists as well. But we automatically will take an 1/8 of a mile radius around your listing and then create a mailing list of 100 addresses for this postcard to go out. That's it's already pre put together for you. And there you'll see as we get into it, you do have some editing options. There's some different design options that are tweaks to the program that have been approved by Steve for all of you to be using in this program. With the card, you get the 100 addresses that it goes out to. You get a customized website of the property with the MLS photos from Smart. It'll have your photo on it if it's in your profile. It'll have your contact information. And again, I'm going to show you examples of all this. It has you persistent tab links so that you can post the URL of the web page that we create for you to your social media accounts, Facebook and Twitter. Also, if you have YouTube accounts, you can link to your YouTube account. We create a customized virtual video tour from the MLS photos. So you're getting all of this with your 100 cards that are being mailed out. So some of you might be doing just listed and just sold postcards right now. I don't know if any of you are, but we're giving you not only the mailing of these cards, but we're giving you this customized website, a video tour that you're able to use, in addition to the 100 cards that are being sent out. So I'm going to just go into just to show you some examples of what happens every day. So I'm coming into my admin tool here and I'm coming down to, and you can see all these different market centers. So these are all market centers from KW that are supported on the KW Marketing Center. And these are all just listed programs that we have running. So I'm going to come down to Prestige Properties, isolate the listing offers that are going out for Prestige and your offices. And these are the offers that went out today for Michael and Faye and Danielle, Andy, et cetera, yesterday on their listings. So they will get an email, like I showed you before, congratulating you on your listing. I'm just going to pull up this offer. And when you get the email and you click on order my cards, it will pop you into your account. And this is the view that you will see. And you can literally proceed and check out and have the cards go right into production, or you can interface with the offer and edit your card based upon the allowable areas that you can edit. So for example, I was playing around with Michael's offer a little while ago because his photo of this property, the default card that you get is a horizontal photo and setup of the front of the card. But because this house had more of a vertical shot taken of it, I actually went and changed the card to this vertical look. So as you click on order my cards and you look at the front of the card and you want to do any editing, when I click into the screen, you will see right here the name of this particular design, just listed vertical red, and I can click here to view additional page formats. So these are the additional page formats that we have available. The default email that comes out to you is this design with a picture of the agent on the front, a message from you, and some editability that you can do on this particular message. And as you can see, what I did is I switched it to this vertical design to accommodate the way this photo was taken. If I wanted to switch this, for example, to this horizontal design, I just click on it and it automatically switched me to this horizontal design with the message from Michael and no agent photo because he didn't have one. And then if I wanted to use it, I could just scroll down here, save my changes, and now I switch to this design. And as you can see here, what's editable is all this information down the left side of your screen underneath your photo. We're pulling the lead photo from Smart MLS for the photo on the card. I know a lot of you probably use local photographers to shoot your properties. You have the ability to change photos. So if you wanted to change a different photo to the front of your card, you can just drag and drop it from wherever you have it on your computer, or find it on your computer and select it to then change your photo on your card. Questions so far? Nobody? Okay. As you can see here, this message is editable on the front of your card and it's intuitive. So as you're changing your message, you will see it in real time. You could also change in today's market. As we all know, things are coming on and going off very quickly. So if you wanted to use and send out the card, but you listed it and a day and a half later, you got 3 offers and you're under contract, I can just change my header to under contract and still send out the cards to the neighborhood with an under contract header. I can spell. And you can see in real time, I'm seeing what's going to happen here. And then I would just come down and save my changes. So I'm going to close that out. Now with every card, if you look at the front here, you can see we've created a short URL with a 6-digit code that's on the front of this card. That code identifies the address from our system where this is being mailed to. And we create this property website of the listing that will drive that recipient to this website if they go to that short URL and put that code in. Now, why is this a nice feature for you is that once that happens, even if they are on this site and don't fill out the contact me section, and if they do and hit it submit, it'll go right to your email. So you'll have that directly. But even if they don't, we will be sending you an email and letting you know that the homeowner at XYZ address that got your card was interested enough and went to this website. So you'll know that they were there. And then as you can see, here's your persistent tabs for your Facebook and Twitter. And you can just copy and paste the URL and post to your Facebook and Twitter account, which will generate more eyeballs on your property mailing, etc. We also give you a customized video tour that once you order your cards, you're going to get an email, and this will now be downloaded into your account. And I'm going to show you where that is in a second when I go to Debbie's order to show you what happens. And you can see the cost of these cards is $83 for 100 cards. They're mailed out standard mail. It includes a confirmation card to you for the 100 cards. If you want to change your order to first class, when you go to the order card section, there is this button right here that you could switch it and send it out first class if you want. So it changes your price to $94 if you wanted it to get there a little faster. So it would add $11 to your order, but you have that option. For those of you that are somewhat familiar with how the postal system works, standard mail from the date of your order is generally in home in about 6 to 9 business days. It's not a guarantee. It's not like FedEx, guaranteed overnight or anything, but that's about the time frame that standard mail takes. First class is generally 3 to 5 days from your order date. So you can have that option when you get your offer to send out the just listed cards.
Hi, Bill. I have one quick question for you, if I may.
Sure.
I noticed the radius is 99 homes. Will we have the ability to increase that?
Yes. So as you come down to clicked on the wrong button here. Hold on a second. Yes, in your offer, you will see, you just go back to this offer. And by the way, once you list your property on Smart, you're going to get this email that comes out to you. If for whatever reason you miss it, it went into your spam, there's a lot of reasons why you might have missed it. You'll get inundated with tons of emails every day. I mean, we've been sending these offers out, and I see some people are opening them, but you're not really sure what it is. You think it might be somebody soliciting you to do something. So you can always log into your account. And if, let's say you listed a property yesterday and you didn't see an email today and you want to check to see if the offer's there, you can just come into your just listed tab and you will see here in your pending offers, if you have any. We refer to that as pending offers. So in Michael's case here, again, I'm clicking on, this is the one that we were just looking at, and you can access to order your cards right through your account that way. Generally, it's about 24 hours from the time you list it on Smart, and depending on the time of day you list it on Smart, you'll generally see the offer coming out to you the next day. It could be the day after, depending on what Smart's doing with as you're posting your listing onto Smart. So to answer your question about the number of cards, when you click on Order My Cards, you have this quantity box right here. You can change this. I want to change it to 50 this time. I can change it to 50. I want to change it to 200. I can change it to 200 and update my address count. You can also view the addresses that our system automatically picks for you right above your quantity box here. So I can click my View Addresses tab. I can scroll through the list that our system automatically selected, see if I'm happy with it. If I'm not, I have the ability to edit my list for this order. And I just click the Edit List button. And now it brings you to our mailing list creation tool. We have 3 different ways that you can create your mailing list. You can do it by a radius around your property address. You can do it by a freeform selection around your property address, or you can literally go into the town you're marketing to and pick the actual streets you want to send this to. So to show you how it works, I'm going to take the freeform. I'll just click Customize. And I encourage you all after the session today to log into your accounts and just play around with the system. We're going to be doing another session tomorrow and another session on Friday. And then after that, I'll be talking with Jackie. I'd like to schedule some more things to maybe focus on just how to maximize the use of, let's say, the mailing list tool, for example, or things like that. And then I put my contact information in the chat box. You could always call me with any questions. So here we have the address here in Norwalk. If I wanted to, if I have my property address somewhere else, I would change it. The view right down below will be a map. The pin in the middle is the property address that I entered here. It shows me where it is. And now I can use, by left clicking and holding, my outside pins and pull into the area. And I'm using my plus and minus button here to make my map a little larger to see. There's also a satellite view tab if I wanted to view it via satellite view. And I'm just outlining, I want to be on this side of 95, for instance, and I can just outline the area that I want to find out how many addresses, residential addresses are there. And once I do that, I just click Find Addresses, gives me my quantity result. And then when I scroll down, it gives me the actual breakdown by street. And I can literally come into the streets and view them individually. And if I wanted to deselect records, I could deselect them and change this way. So that's how you could use the tool to change your list. And once you do, you would just click here to save it. And once I save it and name it, I'll go ahead and do that. And then I'll erase it out of Michael's account because like, where did this come from? So once I do that on my order and save it, it's going to take me back to my order tab here now, and it'll show now I've just created this list for this order, and I could come in and remove the list that the system automatically selected and just keep this list. Questions on what I just did there?
So Bill, hi, this is Lydia Cole. So general question is, you've made adjustments to the map, and where do you initiate that I want to select the changes that I've made now?
Well, I just took it out of this order. I had created the list, I saved it, and I named it, and then it put it right here in this list name category for my just listed card order, along with the one that my system automatically selected. You don't have to do this on your
Right.
orders. You know, you could look at what we automatically select and say, yep, I'm happy with this, and
Right.
just go ahead and order your cards. Or you could use our list tool to create your own mailing list.
Mhm.
And then once you save it, it'll put it right into your order tab here. And now you'll have that list plus the automatic list that we've created. And you will
Right.
see view, edit, remove, and you could then remove the one we selected and the one that you created. I'm going to do the city street selector one again, just to show you how that works. So again, I got my offer. I didn't want to use the list that we automatically selected. And by the way, the logic of that selection is we're going out 1/8 of a mile radius around your listing property address. And we are randomly choosing those 99 addresses, plus the confirmation card that you get automatically with your order. So that's how the logic is working. So it's not going to necessarily take every address on the street of your listing because it's doing a random select of that 1/8 of a mile. But if you wanted to literally do the streets of your listing or around your listing, this is where you would use the city street selector tool. So if anybody wants to give me a zip code of town they market in there.
06902.
6902. Okay, I put the zip in, I add it. And now it's going to bring us to a summary screen for what town are we looking at?
Stanford.
Okay, so here's a summary of the residential addresses in Stamford, 513, 25,000 addresses. And now if I'm familiar with my listing property and I know where it is and I know the streets around it, I can literally now come into here and just start choosing the streets that I only want to market to. And if I want to go to the street I have marked down that begins with P, I can just click the alphabet and you can see it brings me to the P's quickly. And I'm just now selecting the streets for this mailing. As I do it, you'll see right up here, it's giving me a running count of what I'm selecting. And then again, once I have finished doing that and I can view them, etc., I would just save the list and name it, 123, any street, just listed, whatever I want to call it, save it. And now again, it just put it into my order along with the automated list that my system created. And now I can remove this and proceed with my order. Did that answer your question, Lydia?
Yes, it did. Thank you. And can you confirm this is only pulling from Smart MLS? So if the listing is, let's say, on the HGAR or the one key, which
One
is
key. Yeah, it's interesting. That's a good question. We actually are doing this program for Hudson Valley, the Hudson Valley Ownership Group, and we had to interface. We went and did what we needed to interface with one key, and we've noticed from that interface for the program we set up for Hudson Valley, we're also getting the one key listings for you folks as well. So you'll get offers on things you put in one key as well.
okay. How about Greenwich?
Greenwich right now, this was not a MLS that Steve or Jackie asked us to explore putting into the system. So right now, this is working for Smart and one key.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Again, we go back to the home page here. I'm going to go to Debbie's account real quick to show you. What happens now once you actually put your order into the system. So I'll go to users. So Debbie did a just listed order. It's in her active campaign section here, and it was for this property that she listed in Ridgefield. And you can see she customized her card and changed it from just listed to accepted offer. So she, without even having any discussion with her or anything, she just got the email, clicked on order cards, figured out that she could edit this stuff, and she went ahead and edited the card and put her order in. And this is the card that she sent out. Now, once you order a card, as I mentioned to you before, you will then get, again, the website that we've already shown you, and you're also going to get loaded into your account this video tour of the property. And it's a slideshow with background music. Just unmute this for a second. And it's going to pull in the photos from the MLS. You have the ability, once this is into your account, to customize your tour by using the customize tour button. So you could come into your account, change the background music or no music at all, go into the order of your slideshow, delete photos if you had multiple, let's say kitchen shots, you didn't want to keep them all. You could just left click and drag and change the order by just left clicking and dragging. You could also even upload your own image if you wanted to, if you create it. For those of you that are computer savvy enough to create JPEG images, you could literally add an image to your tour. And then once you do, you would then just, and you can see here, you had some floor plans from the information. Then you would just then save your changes, and now you've updated your tour. Your tour now becomes part of your web page. So now when you go and you look at your web page that we showed you before, once your video tour is uploaded into your account, you will now see on the property web page that I showed you before a link to your virtual video tour. So again, anybody visiting is going to be able to now click through to this. And as they do, we give you a campaign dashboard on your account. So you're going to be able to see results right here in your campaign summary tab in your menu of what's transpiring on your account. Now, this particular card was ordered on the 20th. So if I click on details and come down, you can see that it was ordered on the 20th. There's been a couple of web hits. And if I come to my show mailing detail, we actually track through what's called the barcode that's on your mailing address through the US Postal System's tracking capability. So you can see here when I clicked mailing details, you can see how the mail pieces are moving through the US Postal scanning equipment as it's being processed. So this piece going to 51 Bennett's went through 3 different scans in the postal system, and this phase 3 destination carrier sort code tells me that this was scanned on the 27th at 9 o'clock at night. So this piece is probably being put into the resident's mailbox today in Ridgefield. So all these 3 C's is the last scan that you see, destination sequence carrier sort. So her mailing is now going to start hitting. And as I mentioned to you, it's about 6 to 9 business days. So this is right in line with what we were talking about on standard mail. So this is now going to start hitting. And anyone who now starts looking at that code, and I'm going to show you what happens there, is you're going to start getting emails, and in your account, you're going to be able to start tracking responses and getting some more information about your mailing. So I'm going to go into one of my accounts here in New Jersey that does this for all of her listings. A young lady out of Morristown, just to show you. as you start using this program, what it can do for you. So I'm gonna go into Kelly's account. I'm gonna come down to her campaign. And these are all campaigns that for the just listed cards that she's been sending out. So as I scroll down here, these are all cards that she sent out. So this particular one here, if I look at the details, she had 3 homeowners that got the card that went to the website. So we tracked that. She has some Twitter views. She's had website views. She mailed out 100 cards. So she had a total of 17 views / responses out of 100 cards. And this will be on your dashboard. So when you click on this address that went to that website, it's going to link you into this 411.com tool to show you the name of the resident at that address. So now you know this card went to Margaret Hussein at 6 Drones Drive, was interested enough to go to the website. So now you have that lead. And if I click on the name, if there's any other additional information from 411.com on this person, it'll show you whether or not there's any other information. So sometimes you'll even get a phone number here, like a landline. Questions on that?
Yes. How did you get from the mailing to the data that you're showing? Is they have to get that card and then go to the website?
Correct.
And it's just, and what's the identifier from the postcard to the website when they go there?
Right here, this kwjl.io /099479. So when Kelly Holmquist sent out these 100 cards on this particular listing, the 100 residences that got that card, every single one of them had a different 6-digit code on this URL.
Oh, so they put in that whole, they have to put in that whole.
Yeah, right. So they put that in, they go on their computer or they go on their phone, they put that in, and now they're going to be launched to that property website that I showed you before.
So they have
once they do that, we know it was that address, and then this is what will be in your dashboard that you'll get, and you're also going to get an email notification as well, and you get a weekly email summary reminder as well. So every week we send out an email to you on any of your campaigns to say your weekly just listed summary reminder, and if there was any hits like this, you get that in an email as well. But you could also access that on your account. And again, if you're ordering standard mail, it's about 6 to 9 days before it starts hitting. And then as you go to your campaign summary, you will be able to see the summary of those particular campaigns and click through to them and then see what's going on from a lead standpoint.
And what's the 411.com? What is that?
That's a website that we've programmed into this application so that once that person goes to that URL and we've captured that address and give you that information, when you click on the address that responded, it puts you into this URL and gives you, because the cards that go out are going to, they're addressed, our neighbors at 22 Main Street or 405 Monroe Street, Hackettstown, New Jersey. Now that person gets the card, puts in the URL and the code, we send you a notification that 405 Monroe was looking at your website. They may not have filled out that contact me page that you saw on the website. If they do, that email is going to go right to you. But we also program this into the application. So now we know that 405 looked at your website. They didn't do anything. So you don't know they were there, or at least they don't think they were there, but we know they were there, and we send you this email.
Right. Now, how do you get on 401? Where are they getting this personal information about who lives at 405 Monroe Street? Because you said
401.com is a tool. It's like a white pages tool.
okay.
And my IT group has programmed that into this application.
Right. So it's going by whatever is on that site.
Yeah. So it's a white pages. It's a white pages
Okay, got it.
listing
Okay.
site, right?
Yeah,
And then
I
if you
just-
click on the name, if there's any other
Right.
additional information, like here,
Uh-huh.
This particular person had landlines.
Okay, got it.
Now-
Okay, thank
now,
you.
at that point, we're, this is your lead now. You're gonna, are you gonna pick up the phone and call Jorge and say, hey, Jorge, I know you got my postcard and I know you went to my website and I know you didn't fill out, contact me to get more information. You probably not, you have to be, how you're gonna handle that. You know what I mean?
Yes, yeah, no, I get it. I
Yeah.
just wanted to know where you got the data
Yeah,
from.
hi, hi, Jorge. My name is, whatever. I recently sent you some information about a listing that I just did, whatever you're going to say. Do you recall getting it or whatever? You know they did because they went to the website, but I'm not going to necessarily, the whole Big Brother thing. I don't want, you might be spooking them, but we give you that information. So it's not just, again, it's not just sending out a just listed card to some people in the neighborhood and your information's on there on the card, your name, your phone number, they could text you, they could go, they could email you, they could call you. But if they don't do any of those things, but they're curious enough to look at the website through the URL, you're going to know that they were curious enough at least to look at it, which is better than someone that took the card with their mail that day and threw it in the garbage can. Make sense?
Yes, it does.
Yes, thank you.
Okay. So this program is, is going right now. And like I said, any of your sales, the same thing will happen starting next Monday. Now the just sold card that comes out to you, similar look. So you're going to have a consistency to the look that you're sending to the neighborhood. The call to action, since it's a sale, is going to be for more information about how I sold this property, contact, and then we'll have your name and your cell phone number on the bottom of the card. So the call to action is to contact you, call or text. All right. We are doing some things with our system that is going to be able to add some tracking to those programs as well. So that's coming soon. And then in our main portion of the site, you have these other areas. So for instance, in our postcard section, we have various designs. If you wanted to, do quarterly marketing activity cards, for example, or, in today's marketplace, this is the big thing today, right? You need buyers. I mean, you need listings, correct?
Correct.
No
Yes, we
one's,
do.
right?
Yes,
You
we
got
do.
tons of buyers and no listings. So we have a template for that, to if you wanted to send out something to an area, and we have different, cover shots here. I have buyers looking to buy in Norwalk. I have buyers looking to buy in Stamford, et cetera. And you could create a card, create a prospect area you want to mail to and send out that type of card to generate interest in you and your brand. Because at the end of the day, you are the brand, it's you. So, and as you saw here, when you click on these categories, we also have what we call custom templates, so that if any of you want to either create your own cards, or somebody asked me about Command before, there are designs in Command, whether it's a postcard or a brochure. And I know in Command, when you create it, there is an export. There is an export tool that you can export your card, for example, with the crops and the bleeds, I mean, that are used for my system. And we can go into that in another session, or you can call me offline to go over that with you for any of you that want to do your own custom designs. We also have internal people that can work with you if you want to create your own custom mailing or your own custom brochure. But we've tried to build some product line in here, again, to make it very easy for you to use. We have some 4-page brochure products. We have a nice little trifold 6x6 finished brochure product. We have 8.5 11s front and backs. And you can see here, since I'm an admin, you can see here, this woman, Kelly Holmquist, she took some of our designs and she asked us to help tweak them and just customize them a little bit for her brand. And we've created a line that is in the store that her team uses when they log into the system. So we can do things like that as well. That would only be viewable. You can see it here as I'm doing the demo, but you wouldn't see it if you logged into your account because it's only available to the HomeQuest group, their custom product line. So we can do things like that. And there is a fee to program that one time, but you can see here under this marketing material section, you can see some names here. So these are folks at Keller that we worked with us. They wanted to create either a tweak to one of our designs or their own personal design. And then they use that for their marketing. So we offer that as well. So I'm going to stop there for a second and see if anybody has any questions. No?
No, I think we're good.
Bill, one question, since you're familiar with Command, I'm just trying to understand like how different, you know, what are the added things that you're presenting here that Command does not have? Because I know that I haven't used the full tools yet, but I know that Command has the postcards as well as
Yep.
brochure, the business cards.
Yep.
I'm trying to see what is the main difference here.
Well, as you can see, when I pulled up the section of the offers that go out and all the different market centers that are on the kwmarketingcenter.com site, we're not looking to replace Command. We're looking to be a complement to Command. One of the things that we hear from a lot of the different market centers that we talk to is some agent frustration, you know, with the Command system. I'm not disparaging it at all. And, you know, you mentioned, you know, Bill, you're familiar with Command. I'm familiar with some of the things. I know that they have some social media tools in there, you know, as far as templates. We are integrating that into the marketing center. So that's going to be coming, you know, so that you could create, you know, a piece that you could post to your Facebook and Twitter account as an additional social media template off of this system. But again, this is not designed to compete with Command, you know, but we have developed a system that is, we get a lot of compliments that it's easy to use. We've developed this automated just listed program with tracking. We're adding this tracking capability that's going to be coming that you'll be able to use it on, like, for instance, we're going to be taking some of these products like in the postcard section, and let's say this design here, this will now have a added capability that if you wanted to do this as a mailer off of the automated program, there will be now a click through to say, this product also has tracking. And if any of you are familiar with QR codes are making a comeback with all the smartphones now, it's automatically built into them. So if you have a website of your own, or you want to point somebody to somewhere and you're sending something out, or you're doing something where you want to send them to the listing page of the property, we're adding this tracking capability. So what we're trying to do is give you not only the ability to market with direct mail marketing and add that to your, you know, to your arsenal, but give you the tracking capability. So now that you can see, hey, who's looking at me, and now be able to add that to your farming list and then market accordingly. The other thing that, do any of you have your own farming list that you've created in Excel or anything, or have your lists on Command? Anybody? No?
No.
Okay. The mailing list section does give you the ability to upload your own list. So if you're building a farming list or a prospect list, and I'll send this out, I'll send this to Jackie, or you could contact me directly, but you can create a spreadsheet. I have it up on the screen here, and all you need is the name, the address, the city, the state, and the zip. And you can now take this spreadsheet in either an Excel format or a CSV format, and you can upload it into your account and just name it accordingly. So if I hit create a new list and click upload a list, and I select my file, I can now upload my own personal list into my account, and that I can use for, again, prospecting that I want to do. So I just take the list, I open it up, and now I can upload it and save it in my account. It'll map right to my system. Just got to add my zip code here. I'll add it, and now I've just taken this list and I can save this into my account. And now I have my prospect list, and I can add this to mailings. So one of the things that I like to do with agents is learn a little bit more about your business, what you're looking to try to do, give you some ideas that might help you, again, increase your brand, increase more outcome opportunities. At the end of the day, we're here to help you generate, more listings and more sales. That's the whole purpose of what we do. So with that, I'll open the floor up to any questions, and if not, I'll thank you for all your time, and I recommend log into your account, play around with it. As you get listings, you'll be getting those emails. If anybody needs any of these documents, I think Jackie might have shared this with the group, but I'll follow up again with her.
I did. It's actually in the chat. It was one of the things I just wanted, before you guys all sign off, there's just a few things. In the Zoom chat group right now, you're going to see that file that Bill had. I sent it to everyone. So it's a PDF. You guys can download it right from the chat. If Susan without a last name and Moto Z4, if you guys could please put your full names into the chat so I know who you are, that would be awesome. I know I had asked in the beginning. I know I got a few responses, but not everyone. And then Lydia, one thing I actually wanted to touch on with your command question, because I know Bill answered it, kind of talked about the overall functionality. One thing with the listings, because I just put a listing on in Greenwich last week, I immediately got an email with the postcard already created. Command, you're going to have to go into the KWL, go into the direct mail setting, find the listing, put it in, make sure the logo's up, added to the thing, etc. They do it all for you. So you're already going to have a template set up from this program when you get the email.
Yeah, we've tried to streamline this to make it, very easy for the agents to, get marketing material out quickly, and still give you editing capabilities if you so desire. I didn't get a chance. If you have time, I'll go back to it real quick.
And Jackie, can I ask you, you said this was a Greenwich listing. What did you put it on? Did it take it from the Greenwich MLS for all the photos and everything, or did you put it on the Smart MLS as
No,
well?
I put it on Smart and Greenwich. They were on both, so it pulled from Smart.
It pulled from Smart. Okay, that's a good idea. The other question I have is, is there like a center or something that if we have questions on this, or we get into,
Yep.
glitches that we want to be able to help function?
Yep. So when you're on the homepage, when you're on your account on the homepage right here, scroll down to the bottom of the homepage, you'll see phone number and email support at the marketing center. So you can call that number, or you can send an email to support@kwmarketingcenter.com with your question, and our customer service team will get back to you. Or, as you saw, my contact information is right on the chat today. Feel free to call me, email me. I love chatting with agents and talking with you about what you're doing and seeing if we can come up with some things that you could put together that can help you, again, be consistent with your marketing, make it easy for you, and generate, more opportunities. So feel free to take advantage of contacting me as well. Another thing that we're going to be putting on here, you can see this tab. We're going to be putting this tab on the homepage for you, that you'll be able to click here to schedule a consultation with any of our in-house design people. So that if you do want to take us up and do anything on a customized basis or create customized templates for yourself, we're going to be adding that capability as well. In the interim, you could contact me and I could set you up, with a call with one of our in-house designers if you so desire to do that. The other thing that is on the just listed program is we have a a luxury product that's available, but it's only for homes that you can click to that design when it's 1.1 million and up, either a list price or sales price. And we have a disclaimer on the product. So, you know, anybody's marketing homes and want to use the luxury template, it's on the program when you go to view additional formats. In fact, let me just show you for any home that you're doing that's above that. That was another template that Jackie had us create. So let me just I'll just show you what that looks like. So you get your, you list the property, you're going to get the program card, the default card that will be sent out to you. So the initial offer, the initial email you'll get will be for this card. But when I go and click on it, if this was a, home that was above 1.1 or above, then when I get my offer and I click order my cards, and now I'm into this screen here, I can go select a different card right here. And now I am at the luxury card, and you can see 1.1 or greater only. And now I can select this card style. And now it has the luxury logo. And now I could use this to market that property with my just listed mailing. And it's taking a second to render here. Okay. And again, Danielle doesn't have her headshot, so she would want to go in here and edit her card and go to the back and change it to the, actually right now we only have this program to be an agent photo luxury card. So, but that's how the luxury card option works. All righty. I thank all of you for your time today. And again, feel free to call any questions, play with the system. And with that, I will turn it back over to Kathy.
Thanks, Bill.
Thank you, Bill.
Thanks so much for attending, guys. If you have questions, feel free to reach out. And I put that PDF into the chat again, so it's the last thing in there. Again, I would download it. It has where you need to go, what you need to do to set up, and how to get started. So please utilize that document. We'll be doing more training. We'll do another training session tomorrow and another training session on Friday as well, if you guys want to pop back in because you want to sit on another session.
Kathy, are you
Okay,
going to be monitoring the sessions?
Jen, I'll be doing tomorrow too. Jen will be doing Friday.
Okay. All righty.
Okay.
All right, great.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Thanks, guys. Thanks, Bill.
Thank you.
Thank
Okay,
you.
take care.
Thank you, guys. Bye-bye.